In today's video, I'm going to discuss about a problem on the varying loads. Different types of load is acting on the bar. So in this case, previously what we solved the problems, it is on the same concept, same type, but that are the problems which are only these bars are placed horizontally. It is like this. So in this problem, the bar is placed vertically. The procedure as well as the calculation as well as the formulas are same while solving this problem, and this problem is same. There is no change in the calculation parts. Only the thing is that it is placed vertically. So in this case, so there is a bar of length 1500 mm, and there is three loads are acting: 8 kilonewton, 8 kilonewton and 32 kilonewton, and it is fixed at one end. And here I made a sections portions on the based upon the where the load is acting. At this point the load is acting, I take the point as B. Here this is the point of application of another 8 kilonewton, and I will take the point as C here. And the 32 kilonewton, it is acting at the free end, so I will consider this point as D. So first of all, the foremost thing is that we need to find out what is the reaction force. Here I got the answer as 32 kilonewton. How I got this 32 kilonewton is that, so initially, so we will check all the direction of the forces. First we have to define the direction. We don't know whether it is acting in this way or whether it is in this way. So this direction we are going to consider based upon the direction of these three forces. One force is acting upward, so I will take this as -8, just only to identify the direction of this reaction force. 8 kilonewton -8, this is acting downward. I will take this as +8, and then this as 32, means +32. If I make the summation of this, so it is 32 plus 8 minus 8, so remaining is 32. 32, this is the force which is acting downward. Means if we consider all the forces, 8, 8, 32, the 32 will have the more impact. Or if you make a summation of all the forces, so we will get a 32. It's a tensile force. Means tensile force means it is acting downward. There is an elongation in the bar. So the final load which is acting in the downward direction, definitely the reaction force will be opposite to this. It is opposite to this force. So what will be the magnitude of the force which is acting as a reaction force? Again I already told you in the last video that we have to make a summation of all the forces after taking the direction of the reaction force. So first we will define, here the forces are acting upward and downward, so we have to take the sign convention: upward as positive, downward as negative. You can make the changes also: downward as positive, upward as negative. You will get the same answer. So first it is, I already assigned the direction of the reaction force is upward, so that is +32. Okay, then comes, sorry, it is not like that. So we don't know the magnitude of the force. First we want to find out what is how I got this magnitude. Okay, first I will write here as F. I know the direction. I will place it here as plus because I have taken the direction as positive. So F is, right now it is unknown. Already I calculated, but while I am doing the calculation, I will show how I got the answer is here. So then 8 is acting upward, it is +8. Then comes downward force, that is -8. Then comes -32 is equal to 0. 32 is equal to 0. This get cancelled, and then so I will take this 32 that side. Therefore F is 32 kilonewton. The reaction force which is acting at the end where the contact is there, that the amount is, that the magnitude is 32 kilonewton. So let us consider, next step is this carries 2 marks. Okay. First we will consider, first one is consider portion AB. Okay, portion AB. So I will draw the figure of that. So first thing we need to find out what is the magnitude of the force which is acting on this portion. So I will write here as A and the B. So first step is that I have to draw one section like this. It is a section. So I will check what are the forces which is acting above the section as well as below the section. So there are, I will place it here like this. So there are 1, 2, 3. 3 forces are there acting downward, and one force is a reaction force which is acting upward. So I will denote all the things. The first, so 8 kilo, I am neglecting the remaining 3 forces, only I am considering the 8 kilonewton. So 8 kilonewton, it is acting on the section or cross section AB. So it's a compressive force. I will write here as minus 8. Then 8 kilonewton, neglecting all the remaining 3 forces. This is acting away from the cross section. It is plus 8. Then comes 32. 32 is also acting away from that. It is 32 kilonewton. If I make the summation of that, I will get plus 32 kilonewton. So it is a tensile force. It is below the section. How we have got the answers in the previous section, previous video, that we will take a section. After taking a section, we will check the right side forces as well as left side forces. Here, because of the bar is vertically placed, we have to take a section like this, and then we have to check the forces below and the above. So here below, total, if I make a summation, it is 32 kilonewton. 32 kilo. Then I will take the force which is acting above the section. It is only one force is there, that is a reaction force. So reaction force is acting away. So it is a tensile one, 32 kilonewton. So totally on this section AB, the magnitude of force is acting is 32 kilonewton. The nature of the force is tensile. Tensile means there will be a elongation within the bar. So first, sigma 1, I will find out what is the stress force by the area. So area, it is given in the problem as 225. So force is as it is 32 10 raised to 3 divided by 225. So answer is, it is 142.2 Newton per mm square. Okay, then delta L, change in the length, it is equal to FL by AE. The force is as it is, same, 32 10 raised to 3. Length is given here as 500. It is 500 divided by area is 225. We assume that it is steel, or it may be given in the problem, 2 into 10 raised to 5. So answer is 0.355 mm. So this is the elongation, because we have a tensile force. I will write here as elongation. So elongation always be, we have to take a sign as positive. Next, consider the second portion, that is BC. Consider the second portion BC. I will draw the figure of that. Okay, this is the figure, and I will draw a section in between these 2 points, that is B and C, and here. So check, after taking a section, just check the forces which is acting above and below the section. So there are 2 forces are acting above and 2 forces acting below the section. So I will take the direction above. 2 forces are there, what is 8 kilonewton and reaction force 32 kilonewton. So both are away, acting away from the BC portion. away from the BC portion. This is 8 kilonewton, then 32 kilonewton. I will make a summation of that. It is 40 kilonewton. It is acting above the section. Then I will consider this as well as this. Both are acting away from the cross section. It is 8 kilonewton as well as here it is 32 kilonewton. If I make a summation of that, it gives 40 kilonewton. Means 40 kilonewton tensile force is acting on the portion BC. Tensile force means there is a elongation in the bar. Okay, next we will find out what is the sigma 1. Sigma, you can take sigma 1 for the first, or you can write here as AB. Here I will write BC. Okay, change in the length also be AB here, and then here it is delta L BC. So same thing, force is 40 into 10 raised to 3. Area will be the same as it is 225. So answer is, it is 177.78 MPa. The same manner, if I find out this change in the length, substituting all the values, I will get an answer as 0.444 mm. This is the answer. Next, last portion, consider. So means here what we calculated, delta LB, it is a tensile, means I have to take the sign as positive. Why? Because there is a tensile force is acting. So tensile force will give you the elongation. So for the elongation we have to take the sign as positive. Okay, there is elongation. Then consider the portion. Here is, what is that, CD. CD portion. Once again I will draw the figure of that like this. Okay, taking a section here, and then the force 32 is acting below the section. Okay, 32 is there, only one force below the section and 3 force above the section. And what is that, here is one is 8. 8 will be acting on the cross section, so it is, I will write here as -8, and this 8 will be acting away from that. It is +8, means it's a tensile force, and the last one 32 is also acting away, means it's a tensile force 32. So if I make a summation of that, 32 kilonewton is again acting on the portion CD. 32 kilonewton force is acting. Okay, first sigma CD is equal to, it is force by the area. The force is again 32 into 10 raised to 3 by the area 225. So answer already we have calculated here is 142. Same answer we will get 142.2 MPa, or you can write here as Newton per mm square. The last one is that change in the length of CD. Definitely we will get an answer as 0.355 mm. 0.355 mm. Okay, then here, so last thing is that what he asks is elongation, total elongation. So total elongation is the summation of all the change in the length of each portion. One is this one, second one is this one, and third one is this one. So delta L is, if I make the summation of all the things, I will get an answer of 1.154 mm.